Hello, all you fine folks out there. As of right now, it looks like we just have Mr. Pintoff. 1101. No, we got six
Well,
folks
that's
in here, Mr.
six.
Pintoff. Yep, we got six. Mr. Pintoff's the only one saying anything. Just kidding. Lurkers, lurk away. I love each and every one of you anyway. How you feeling this morning, Bass Man?
I'm doing great.
We've been on a mission for the last hour and a half,
Yeah.
trying to make some graphics just so I can make a background for my computer. I'm driving Bass Man crazy with it. But let's go ahead and say hello to Mr. Robert Pintoff. Good morning, Mr. Pintoff. Hello, Tiny and Bassman. Good morning, genius numismatists. What should I buy to be able to turn my purchases over right away at 50% markup? Ooh, there's several things. Graded coins are always good. Not so much bullion right now because it's doing too much of this, in my opinion.
And it depends on what you buy for.
Right.
You know, you buy it too high and you won't turn it over for 50%.
Right. Graded coins, older graded coins, if you can get a good deal on them, usually you can make, sometimes you can make double your money. But I'll tell you a little trick, and I've told you folks this trick before. When I was building, okay, it'll seem like it's not going to make sense until the end of it, but it makes sense. When I was building remote control trucks, I would buy them instead of going out and buying a $400 kit that had all the parts in it, all the everything, and build it. What I would do was I would get the part sheet. I would go and download the part sheet for free, and it's got all the part numbers and everything like that on it. What I would do was I would go on eBay and I would stalk the late night, early morning auctions, like let's just say a $100 chassis. If you stalk those late night auctions, those people that started them out at $1, or those people that started them out at $50, well, usually there's nobody bidding at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So set you an alarm clock and get up at those 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock auctions when these coins are ending in the middle of the night. And sometimes, I'd say 6 out of 10 times, you can get them for a steal. So, let's just say it's a $100 coin. Sometimes you can get those $100 coins for $40, $50 on these late night auctions. I mean, does that make sense? Because I could build a $400 truck for like $150 by stalking these late night auctions.
Yeah.
So you may want to give that a try. We got the Bass Man. Yo, fans saying good morning, my friends. Good morning, sir. Bandit Jones, been a little while, buddy. Good to see you. Got Sea Griller Stacker, member of the channel. Good morning, kind people. Happy Friday, Mr. Pintoff. And $1 on the ground and sell it for 50 cents. That's smart. Find it, resell it for what it's worth, and you're 100% profit.
Yep.
Azure Blue, good morning, sir. Good to see you. Baby Huey 123, good morning, Tiny and Bassman. Happy Friday. Hope all have a great weekend. I hope everybody has a great weekend as well. KG Coins saying hello all. Good morning, sir. Hope you and Smiles are absolutely fabulous on this Friday. Good morning, 55 Chevy. I'm actually going to pull up 55 Chevy's email from yesterday. I'm going to pull up the picture. I'm coming back to StreamYard, and I'm going to present this picture of window. I'll just do entire screen. Hey, look, it's the never-ending screen. Right here. Check that out, folks. That is 55 Chevy's church that about a year and a half ago was burnt down. Not on purpose. It was, it was an act of God. Burnt the church, and not an act of God. What am I wanting to say? Natural occurring, bad wiring or something like that. He said, burnt the church down. They had the church completely rebuilt, and this is what it looks like in its current form, standing at the pulpit. Very nice. I like it. Very nice 55 Chevy. Thank you for sending me that picture. I hope you didn't get mad that I just shared that with everybody. Jump up and down on that like button. Just jump on it one time, because if you jump on it twice, it'll go away.
Yeah. You got to do it an odd number of times.
So, pogo stick it around 3 times there. It'll be all right. Miss Amy Harrell, good morning, Bass Man. Then she says, hi, Tiny. Member of the channel, Miss Amy Harrell, everybody. Good morning, man. No, Sea Griller Stacker, that's me. Funny, but not me.
Used to be a nearby neighbor to Amy.
That's right. You lived out there, didn't you?
I lived in Vacaville.
Vacaville?
Vaca, V-A.
Vacaville. Bo Palmer Coin Hunter. Damn good to meet you. Good morning, sir. Compton, here I am. Good morning, Brother Compton. Did you go look at that thing yesterday? Was it everything you hoped and dreamed? Not putting Compton's business out there, but he went out there to look. He went out and looked at something yesterday. I was just wondering if he went and looked at it, if he got off in time to go look at it. Always, brother. My brother Tiny. Always. There's several people that I look forward to spending my time talking to, but Compton is one of the ones that I like spending my time talking to. Of course, I'm always talking to my brother Bassman over here. Always. We're like, when we get off the stream, I'm sure we'll be on the stream for another hour or two, just piddling and doing stuff. But now, for somebody that, just contacts me every day, me and Compton, we spend a lot of time talking to. Sometimes I'm talking to Compton and Bassman at the same time.
Yeah.
He'll be like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, Compton just messaged me. He's like, or he'll hear my phone ding. He'll say, you got a message? Somebody's talking to you.
Well, I never know if it's your wife. She's got that one ring that comes through that.
Oh, yeah, the Facebook Messenger. Yeah, all that weird stuff. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Somebody else just came in. I seen him. Stephen Morgan. Good morning. The double-headed nickel. I heard you say that you put it in the glass jar and shook it around and it didn't pop open. I would definitely look into sending that somewhere to get it attributed. I know that Mr. Wexler has retired, but on his website, there is a link to a gentleman for nickels. He has a nickel guy, and this guy is taking submissions. Can't remember his name right off, but it's right on his website for his nickel guy. So that's doubleddie.com. If you type in Wexler, it'll come up. Wexler. Wexler.
Yeah, I'm like Compton. Send that sucker to me. I'll tell you if it's.
Yeah.
That's like the one what was it? Was it a nickel? Buffalo nickel.
Yeah.
That I found that I thought was one because it had a funny looking ring, little knots
No,
there.
it was a shield nickel. No.
Oh, okay. No, it's a Buffalo nickel.
No, it was a V nickel.
I don't know.
It was an older nickel. It was older than a Buffalo
nickel, yes. But anyway, it had a slight ring that I could see there, so I thought, this thing pops open.
Yeah. Oh no, that was a Buffalo nickel. You're right. You're right.
We worked and looked, and I say we, me and Tiny, Tiny and I, whatever. We worked on it until I finally pried the bezel off of it. It had a bezel put onto it. And because the bezel, somebody had apparently at one time tried to pull it off with a knife or something, had a little raised up area, you could see the crack. And so I thought I had one too, but it turned out that it was a bezel around a Buffalo nickel.
We were sitting there, it's like, what's going to be in it? It's going to be a mercury dime. It's going to be an old mercury dime, and I'm thinking, yes, Bassman's about to score another mercury dime. It's going to be in good shape because it's been there forever. All of a sudden, I'm like, is that a bezel? Bassman was pissed. Why would they do that? Because usually a bezel's got that little thing on top of it. It didn't have nothing like that. It
didn't even show where it would been welded on there or nothing. It was just a ring, a real tight ring around the nickel.
Yep. The Smiles came in. I seen that. Good morning, ma'am. Good to see you. Baby Huey 123. I knew I missed somebody. No, I said hell. No, I didn't either. Where's he at? I think I did. Baby Huey 123. Yep.
Yeah, I think you said.
Yeah. Good morning again, Baby Huey. Good to see you, buddy. It's always good to see all these fine folks that come in here each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I love it. I've tried every trick on the double-headed nickel. Should I get it graded? Get it attributed first.
Get it attributed.
Yep. Because if you send it to if you send it to a grading company, first thing they're going to do is go fake, and they're going to send it back. Mm-hmm. As soon as they see it, they're going to go fake, send it back. Or magician's coin, send it back. But if you get it attributed by a reputable person that, is known to do attributions on a coin, if you have a legit, not saying that it's not, I'm not saying that you don't have one. Let's just say you do have one for sure, 100%, no doubt in your mind. You send it, you get it attributed by somebody that 100%, it's an actual thing, it's actual double-headed nickel, no doubt about it. Once you have that paperwork and you have that verification, then send it to somewhere that will attribute it. Now, I know like Annex will attribute them if it comes from a reputable place. Sometimes NGC and PCGS, but you got to go through their list and see what they actually.
It's a nickel that some company puts out, that has double.
Right.
Matter of fact, let me go look at something.
One side is 1983. The other side is Oh. And the other side is 1991. Yes, somebody's made that nickel, sir. I could see if they were both 83 or if they were both 91, but I'm suspecting something's up with that nickel because there's no way. Well, I'm not going to say there's no way. There's a very slim. I mean, the odds against that would be like 100 trillion billion to 1 that that planchet was laying around and it accidentally got put back in there 10 years later. That would be very, very rare. It's not saying that it hasn't happened because it has happened, but somebody made those, like the ones that had an American quarter struck over a Canadian quarter or something like that. Those were actually made by a Mint employee as a fraud. So, not saying it couldn't have been. It could be one of those. But yeah, something. One side's an 83 and the other one's a 91. That's I could see if it was an 83 and an 84, or two 83s, or an 82 and an 83. But 83 and a 91, that's a big stretch. Red Light 34. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. You see me, Harold's feeding Baba PB&J. Doesn't the grader have an obligation to prove or disprove a request? Yes, but they just won't. They look at their list and say, if we FS001, we attribute that. If it's something that's not on the list, usually they won't attribute it. But now I know Annex does it. Annex actually does the legwork and goes out there and searches the internet and stuff like that. They've been known to do it. Mr. Palladino has proved that they do that. Copper Out Coins. Good morning, sir. Says good morning, Mr. Black. I mean Tiny. Yep, that was me, Mr. Black. That was my last wrestling name. He said I did too, but it's so perfect. Made by a Mint employee to augment their pension. That's like the one, oh, what was her name? There was a Mint director that had some coins made, and it was the only coins of that kind. I believe they were dimes, and there was like 5 of them made, and they were supposed to be destroyed, but like 3 of them showed up years later, and they happened to be from families that were really close to the Mint director. So like she had the coins made and destroyed, but they somehow made it out of the Mint into the hands of families that were close to her. Yep. I have a 2-headed dime. Can't understand how loose every flip. Perhaps I should stop calling heads. Did anyone catch Mr. Palladino's VAM dollar gift? I have it right up here in my queue to watch. Mr. Pentoff's heard that story. Yep. Sent you a VAM. What VAM did he send you? Was it on a Morgan? No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I know you're probably typing right now. Don't type. I don't want to know. I want it to be a surprise when I watch it. In case you folks haven't, please go over and check out Sea Grower Stacker's channel. Great channel. Done a giveaway during December. He's doing good on subscribers, but as every YouTuber can tell you, you can always use more. There's never enough subscribers. So please go over subscribe to Sea Griller Stacker's channel. He's got a great channel, does some really good stuff. He's got a nice intro and outro to his videos. I really like them. The only thing I don't like is how he dumps that constitutional out. It makes me go, oh, no, 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 no.
Yeah,
like,
you make you want to stop him.
Like he's not going to do it one time. You know, he's just going to hold the change there or something. He's not going to drop it. But he does. He gets, it's a beautiful sound. Sound of silver on wood.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's already
awesome.
been done, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's already done it. It's already been done. But watch you make an intro now where he just holds it and he don't drop it. That'd be funny. Quahog Stacker. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Tiny Bass Man. Good morning. Oh, there it is. Put Sea Griller Stacker's channel up there. Thank you, Bass Man. Got a email from the Mint. It says, and Azure Blue was speaking on this a minute ago, asking if anyone's going to buy them. The United States Mint opens sales for the 2024 Harriet Tubman commemorative coins on January 4th. That was yesterday, folks. United States Mint will begin accepting pre-orders for the products in the Harrison Tubman commemorative coin program on January 4th at noon. Orders are expected to begin shipping early February. There's the $5, the proof $5 gold coin. There's the uncirculated $5 gold coin, the proof silver dollar coin, the uncirculated silver dollar coin, the proof half $1 coin, the uncirculated $1/2 coin, and then there is a 3-coin set. The 3-coin set is very nice looking. I really like it. So, as Azure Blue asked just a moment ago, is there anyone going to go after the Harriet Tubman coins this year? Or commemorative medals, whatever you want to call them?
Don't know.
Yo fan says, see Griller Stacker, that nickel was probably from the San Francisco Mint. I think my comments are lagging. My last comment was like 2 minutes ago. And I know somebody says something because I see Quahog Stackers on the other one saying see Griller. But so let us know, folks. Is anyone going to be involved with the Harriet Tubman coins? I would like to be. Those are some really nice coins. The depictions of her on there are really, really nice.
Yeah, here's a website on the old internet that Amazon will sell you a 2-headed nickel for $4.99.
What year is it?
This one shows the picture of it shows a P 2004.
2004.
The other face is covered up, so I can't see it.
I hear you.
But I was looking up how to find, what to look for on the nickel, and it just says to examine with a high-powered scope, if you can, around the edge of the field. Like between where it says in God we trust or whatever, right between it and the rim is where that cut will be.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be on the side of the coin or on the edge of it or anything. It'll be up on the face of the coin on the field.
Yeah.
And what they do is they just take the field and cut it off of one nickel, and then they push it inside another one. So, but there are places out there that you can buy them. It doesn't say they come in half. Now this one does. It says it's a magic coin. So I'm sure that means it comes in half.
Yeah.
But for the most part, uh, it just takes some very, very close examination of the edge of the field.
Mr. Robert Pintoff says the 3-coin set, speaking on the Harriet Tubman coins, 3-coin set is nice. I don't see much interest or potential. Yep. And that kind of echoes what Azure Blue says here in a second. But first, Safety 13. Good morning, Tiny and Bass Man. Coming in late. Happy to be here. Very nice. Very good to see you, sir. And Azure Blue says, I think the U.S. Mint made the mintages of the Harriet Tubman coins too high. I agree, sir, 100%. She was an incredible woman and inspiration to many and definitely deserved to have a coin. Yep, and I believe they should have made the mintages a lot lower to garner that interest in those coins. But it seems like whenever they have a good commemorative or medal or something like that, it's like they think, okay, there's going to be a lot of interest, so let's make them too high. Let's make a lot of them. Well, that makes it too high for the everyday collector because
we know a lot of people want them, so we'll put a bunch of them out there,
and that makes them not
too much, and then it makes them worthless.
Right. It makes the people not want them because the mintage is so high. It's like the mint isn't thinking like a collector; they're thinking like a business, which is smart because they are a business. You know, they're trying to make their money.
Right. They're not trying to help.
To a collector, they want a low mintage because that makes the coin or medal or commemorative more sought after if it's a lower mintage. So then you'll have the fights of, we got to get in there on drop day and get more. If it's not on subscription, we got to get more. So, we got to get it on drop day. So if the mintage is too high on anything, it's going to turn the everyday collector off to it because, like I said, the mintage is too high. They should have made it a lot lower in my. Yep, Miss Amy, that's a lot of people right now. I like her design, yet out of my price range. Yep. That's another thing the mint does. Shoot stuff way up there so not the everyday collector can get them. Mr. Joe saying hi, everyone. Good morning, sir. Good to see you, buddy. Somebody asked if Zoey and Lala were home. Unfortunately not. Zoey got a stomach bug and was hopefully it was just a 24-hour stomach bug. She hadn't woken up yet earlier whenever I talked to Laura, but she was pretty she was very, very sick yesterday. I was getting ready to say she was pretty sick, but she was very sick yesterday, and that made them unable to travel. She couldn't be in a car very long. So, nope, unfortunately, they did not get to come home. Unfortunately, did not get to go to our doctor's appointments back in West Virginia today, so we had to change our appointments.
But we got to have the show today.
Yep, I was going to have to put a thing out there last minute and say, I forgot. Sorry, I'm silly in the head. Forgot to tell y'all. But Wednesday night, instead of the auction, Bassman and myself had a little coin search of the Bessie Coleman quarters that Wiles Palladino so graciously gifted Bassman and myself. So if you weren't there, kind of missed out on some good banter. There was a lot of good conversations and stuff going on in in the chat, and I really had fun with it.
I think I found more spinning Bessies than you, but I only found about 3. So
Yep, you sure did. I didn't find any. Well, I found the nose.
you found the nose right off, and then
the
you
nose
did
and
find
lip.
a spitting.
Found one spinning Bessie and found a couple with some dye chips on them, I do believe.
Right.
And somebody actually sent me a message after the fact and said that there was a big chip on the bottom of one of the wings of an airplane. So I'm gonna have to go back through.
Oh
and,
yeah, there's you got to look the whole airplane over because they're all over it. They're usually on the tail, the wings, or the wheels.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Amy. Sending lots of positive light and energy your way. Thank you very much, ma'am. Mr. Blue says, so besides the flowing hair for 2025, what will be hot, desirable coin from the U.S. Mint? In 2025? Not quite sure. I haven't really looked over
I didn't either.
Haven't looked over the set yet. And but 2026 is going to be that special 1 year off, one-off year of the sesquicentennial.
Yeah.
Sesquicentennial of the of our country. So those will be nice. Come on, Mint. Drummer boy. We need a return of the drummer boy. On a big commemorative. As Dennis D says, he wants to see a 5-ounce drummer boy. I definitely want to see them. Bass Man.
I see it. Hey, Patty.
Miss Patty Ferguson. Good morning, ma'am. Good to see you. It's been a while. I really miss our emails, Miss Patty. I hope you and your family are doing well. The U.S. Mint should send Tubman out to be graded and sell graded all 3 coin set. I would consider purchasing that. Yep. And I'm sure that you'll be able to get the graded ones, all 3 in a, the graded set together from somewhere. So if you want to go that route, that's a smart way to go because you already know that you're going to get a perfect coin if you go for 70s. Just like a lot of the folks did with the Morgans or Peace dollars for this year. They ordered them early and got them and was amazed by them. Robert Pentoff, 20-cent pieces. Ooh. That would be nice. Amy Harrell, Zoey Strong. Azure Blue 2024. The women's quarters are going to be good, I believe, this year. They're not. I don't think they're going to go crazy like the first year did. But I think they're still going to be a good. I don't want to say investment. You have Ida B. Wells, Juliet, Gordon Lowe, Vera Rubin, Stacy Milburn, Althea Gibson. Very slim chance that everybody knows who these women are. But I think, I don't know how to say this. I think that people aren't going to go for them. Okay, this is my reasoning behind why I think they're going to be good this year. They're not going to be, flying off the shelves. But people are going to say, who are these people? So not a lot of people are going to go after him. So the people that did go after him are going to have something to show. You know, does that make sense, Fast Man?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not, but
Yeah, sort of.
sort. Well, you know, if you have a woman's quarter that you have no idea who's on it, so you're not getting it.
Right.
Okay. Well, the people that do get them are going to have them, and then when people come around and say, you know, I don't know how to explain it. The people that get them are going to have one over on the people that don't go after and get them, because they're going to have them whenever people go to catch up to get them. They're already going to have them. So that's
especially if there's not a big mintage of them.
Right. That's what I think.
Then they'd have them and you wouldn't. And
mm-hmm.
Right.
Kind of like the Wilma Mankillers were there for a while, and the Sally Rides. People didn't really know. Well, they knew who Sally Ride was, but they really didn't know who Wilma Mankiller was. And then when the Wilma Mankiller did that big release, then they became more popular once people found out who she was and what she did. And, you know, first principal chief of the tribe. It was good stuff. I think they need more public releases for these women's quarters. Yes, Compton. They're not well known, so if they don't sell many of them, there will be more rare later. Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say.
Should I post that name of those glasses again?
Yes.
Okay.
John Shank, Mr. John Shank, turned Bassman and myself onto these glasses Wednesday night. They're kind of like reading glasses. They have like they're like reading glasses. You know, they look like reading glasses with a different lens on them, a bigger lens. But they have a light right in the middle of the thing that you can turn on and off by the touch of a button on the side. The lenses are interchangeable. It goes from 1.5 power to 5. And there's like, what, 5 sets of lenses or 4 sets of lenses?
Yeah, it has
4 or 5.
One of them goes from 1 to 3 with some halves in there. And the other one goes from 2 to 5, I believe.
And there's 1.5.
Two. Well, actually,
you can look at the thing. Yeah.
There's actually 3 variations of them. One looks like a headband that just sits on your head. One looks just like glasses, the one I ordered. And then there's another one that fits around your head and comes up and races down on your nose, and the glasses are out in front. It looks like some kind of contraption that a doctor'd wear, but
yeah, it looks like you've seen the glasses that like art restorers wear.
Right. They
come down over, and it's got like the goggle type almost, but it's got lights and everything on it, and it's adjustable in different ways. It's wild looking.
But it didn't have the 5 power in it. And so I got the one that looked like regular glasses just because I didn't want to wear the other ones. And it had the 5 up to 5 power in it. And so we're hoping that these are gonna, John Shank got some and said they're great for coin searching.
Yeah.
So, and I have trouble seeing and trying to position the coins and things like that. So I'm hoping these will help me out. But there's the name of them. I think I got it right. Yes. And you can, like I say, you can look at them, and they're on sale right now. And you can
on Amazon.
Yeah, they're on Amazon. They have they have, like I said, 3 versions of it. So pick the version you want, if you get one. But
And it's not like a one size fits all kind of deal. I mean, when you get it, they have with or without the storage case. They're everywhere from what is it, $16 to $40,
yeah,
something like that.
and they have a storage case that you can get. It has a little plastic box that the lenses snap off of the frame so that you can change the power of the lenses.
Yep.
And to suit your eyes, and you can keep them in the box so they don't, and they're high resistant, scratch resistant plastic lenses, so they're not real heavy, but they don't damage easily.
John Shank believed in them so much, he said if me and Bassman got some and didn't like them, he would buy them from us.
He would buy them. So,
and Bassman was, he said, what he's not telling you is he was so gracious enough, and he loved me so much that he said, I'm going to order us a couple pair of these. And as soon as the thing was over, we went and looked at them, and he said, which ones you want? Kind of a surprise. I was like, well, you're getting you some. He's like, oh yeah, we're getting them. We're getting them.
Yep.
So him and Mrs. Bassman ordered them up, and mine should be what was it, the 9th, and yours the 7th?
Yeah, mine is like the 7th, and yours was a few days later.
Yep.
It was a Sunday, but they don't come on Sunday. They wouldn't come on Sunday, so it'd be on the next Monday when mine came. But
Shank's a smart guy. I think John is very credible. How can you go wrong? Always use them for sunglasses. Oh no, you want to use those for sunglasses? They burn your retinas out.
Yeah,
think about it. It's a magnifying glass, and that sun will come through there and put a pinpoint on your pupils and burn you up.
You'd have to spray them or something to get them sunglasses too, because they're clear.
Yeah.
But you could wear them. You could wear them without the lenses to walk around at night.
Yeah,
because it has a headlight on the right between, right above your eyes, made in the middle of the glasses frame, so you could walk around and see where you were going.
See, Brother Stacker, before you go, brother, I love you, man. Send me an email. We'll talk. You're another person I missed emails from.
Yeah.
I know I don't reach out very much because I'm, if it's not in front of my face or I'm not talking to you every day, I have that condition that, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like out of sight, out of mind, and that sounds horrible. But if you send me an email, I will respond to it. You send me a message on Facebook, I will respond to it. You put a comment on one of my videos, I will respond to it. But as for reaching out on my own, my mind just doesn't let me think that way for some reason. Too many shots to the head is what it is. So you have a good weekend, sir. Hope the fur baby has a good walk, and I hope you have a good walk with him.
Yeah, my son has been reading a series of books, and he read one, then he read another, but he did it kind of quickly, and then he backed up, and then several came out, but then he didn't read those. So now he started back with one, and he finished one, and he's now on book 2. Well, I went by him the other night, and he had a cardboard box with a clip-on lamp hooked to it, and had this book reading it. By gum, I don't know how he could read it. That's the littlest thing. I mean, the book wasn't 6 inches tall, and then it had this teeny little print in it. And he was sitting there and reading that with that headlamp. So now he could probably use those glasses for reading that. He could put them on and have the light and everything, because That was his problem, is he can't get it lit up. I walked by and said, "What are you doing with a cardboard box sitting on top of you?" And he said, "I'm reading." Okay. Reading a cardboard box. Okay.
This side up. That's a short read there, buddy.
Yeah.
Donald in New Mexico. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, he been here a while.
Always good to see somebody from out Arizona way.
Yeah.
I still can't believe I did that. Read his name out. Donald in New Mexico is in Arizona. I still can't believe I did that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what really got me, was you didn't mean to do it.
Right.
If you'd have been doing it on purpose to get his goat or something, that'd been funny. But you did it with it by accident.
Did it by accident, not even thinking. I said Donald in New Mexico. He lives in Arizona. Like, what the world? Then I thought about it, and I was like, I meant New Mexico. Beautiful country out that way too.
Yeah, I've been through there a couple of times.
You're still waiting to start delivering, Compton? You did that yesterday. What time did you get done yesterday evening? The day before, it was like 7 o'clock. You're supposed to get off like 3 or 4. Worked until 7 o'clock waiting to deliver stuff.
The man that delivered our propane was a good friend. I went to school with his son, and I say he was a good friend. We all in the community knew him because he lived out in the community with us.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, we lived near a small town, and we lived in a little community, and everybody in the place, I mean, we were like a gang. All the kids from that Saltillo is the name of the place. All the kids from the Saltillo community were like, everybody knew who was from Saltillo. So anyway, he was bringing my gas, and it was icy, and he came around. There's a place on the road where it makes a curve right on a hill, and it's tapered. And we always laugh about it being there's a storm cellar there on these people's yards, and all the people used to come to there to get in the storm cellar before they all got one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was coming around the corner right in front of the storm cellar and slowed down, and the truck just started going sideways. Well, when the right tires hit the ditch, it just rolled over on its side. Well, it dropped him and broke his arm. So now he has a broken arm. And he gets back to the town and gets his arm fixed and everything. He had to go down the freeway about 12, 15 miles, then about 11 or whatever, around through some other roads to stay where it was flat enough. And he came with a truck that had a 300-gallon tank strapped on the back of it.
Oh, God. Get that thing away.
Just to bring or not 300-gallon, whatever they are, those ones that set out behind your house.
Yeah.
But anyway, here he come driving up one day with that to fill because I'd run out of gas.
Yeah.
And here he came driving up with that makeshift delivery truck. Well, we're glad you got signal, Patty.
Donald's never been to Spain, but he's been to Arizona. Yo, fan, Tiny, did you wrestle at every state? No, sir. I wrestled all up the East Coast, every state on the East Coast. except for like Vermont and Delaware. But I went as far over as Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, of course, Kentucky and Tennessee and West Virginia, stuff like that. But I never wrestled out west anywhere. I've been in every state except for Oregon and Washington, the two up in the corner.
I've been to them.
You were born there.
I know.
I've been there, obviously. Miss Patty, thank you, ma'am. I wanted to say hi since I keep missing you and keep missing live. Hope you're doing well, and we'll try to email more, Tiny. Thank you, ma'am. Big love to everyone. Have a blessed day. You too, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't remember. I can't. I mean, I've been through a lot of states. I mean, just traveling. Now, how many I've actually stayed in, I don't know. And I've lived in a lot for how old I was, when I was younger, because my dad was in the military. And we moved. But it was mostly like California, Midway, Hawaii, Florida, places on the ocean.
Compton with the fat jokes. Thanks, buddy. I love you too. Wrestled a box of snacks. Hey, sometimes them snack cakes are hard to open, okay?
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah. And I just so you know, Hostess cupcakes are not ding dongs.
Not
Not the same.
Not.
I ordered ding dongs, and my daughter brought me Hostess cupcakes, and I said, "These are not ding dongs." And she said,
Eat them anyway. So what'd he do? He handed them out and ate a couple.
Yeah.
Every time he would go through the house, he would take one to Mrs. Bassman. Here you go.
Yeah, she likes them. She likes the ding dongs and stuff too, but they bring them to me, and they won't eat them if I don't give them to her a lot of times, because she doesn't want to feel like she's eating up the ding dongs from me. So I have to take one to her and sit at the recliner every once in a while But I noticed when I went in there the other day to give her one, and she said, "Oh, I just took two." She did not take the one I brought her.
Yeah, you kind of forced it on you. You're like, "Here, take it anyway."
Yeah. So she grabbed it. I heard noises I was asleep, and I heard noises in my room, and I looked up, and there was a silhouette making his way back around the room carrying my cupcakes. My son had snuck in to get them.
Sneaking, thieving in the night, creeping around.
Hey, there's frostbite coins.
Frostbite coins and collectibles. What's up, Tiny Bass Man? We're winding her down, brother. Good to see you, buddy. So does anybody have any big plans this weekend? You got any big plans this weekend, Bass Man?
No.
Me neither. Well,
next week.
Some friends are coming, not here, but they're coming close to another friend's house, and I'm going to go see them. So that's about the only thing I've got this weekend. But other than that,
is it next week I have a place to go?
The 14th, I believe. 13th or 14th.
13th or 14th, yeah.
He's going to a coin show, folks, with Daddy Pa.
I don't know if I will be there at the time of the show. If we go, it'll probably be on Friday. And so I don't know if I'll be there during the time of this show to where I wouldn't be here unless, and I might, fire up the cell phone there if I'm there at the right time.
Oh, that'd be cool. Get a little peek of the coin show. That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
Bass Man put up Frostbite Coins and Collectibles channel. There's another good channel to check out and follow, folks. Runs the whole gambit of coin collecting and stacking, and even stuff that doesn't really have anything to do with coin shows and stacking and stuff. Very informative channel.
Has several, what are the short ones called?
Shorts.
Shorts. Hey, what a name. There's several shorts.
You'd never guess what a shorts video was called, huh?
Yeah. But he does that. He does a lot of those. Makes them, so that you can get you some coin information there real quick. It's he puts out a lot. He gets with it. So you learn something.
Down in New Mexico, I plan on watching the Cowboys win the NFC East Championship this Sunday. Here we go. Go Cowboys.
Yeah.
Nice. I used to be a Cowboys fan when it was Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith holding it down.
I always had to root against them because my dad and brother rooted for them. And
Yeah.
I was one of those people, who are you for this weekend? Well, whoever's playing the Cowboys,
Yeah.
But
Oh, Mr. Pintoff just bought a pair of those glasses, Bass Man. We'll get them tomorrow on sale and had an additional 15% off.
yeah,
$16.99. Not bad at all. Nope, it's got free shipping on them too. Ain't no problem, Frostbite Coins and Collectibles. You're one of those channels that definitely follow and definitely like. So it's always good to see good content coming from the coin community. Those were the best years, Tiny. Yes.
did Robert get with the $16.99? Did you get the one that's the headband?
Yeah, I think you got I think the $16.99 one
That's
was
what I
the one
think.
that
16 was
looked
the
like
headband.
it looked like an art restorers.
It was. Yeah, it wasn't that menagerie on top of their head, So, but yeah, that very reasonably priced for what they were, and it wasn't just a single lens. That's what I liked.
Mm-hmm.
There's Mr. Wallace Palladino.
Yeah, Mr. Wild Paladin coming in late, but wanted to say hello to all of my friends here. See?
I need to
Love
talk to you.
Oh gosh. Working on some Frostbite Coins and Collectibles, $9.99 coffee fund. Thank you, sir. Super chat, absolutely amazing fellow right there with the $9.99. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Yes, Mr. Wiles Paladin is working on a logo. Well, Bassman and myself are working on the logo for Mr. Palladino. And it is going to be quite the undertaking. I believe that's all we got time for today.
20% of a coin is not 20 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah.
I spent so much time working that out, and then I got there and it used 20 degrees instead of 20%.
I was like, it looks awful. I was like, that looks awful small. And he's like, no, 20% of 100 is 20. And I was like, it's 20. And I'm like,
yeah, well,
that's degrees, not percentage.
5 of them make a hole. Nope. 20% will, but not 20 degrees.
Right.
It's 70 degrees.
It just makes you think. What is it? 36 degrees?
What, 76? I mean, 72.
72. Yeah.
36 was half of it.
Donald in New
So funny.
Mexico's New Year's resolution was to be good this year. Messed that up fast. Yep.
Yeah.
Fail. Put that in the.
There's actually a date. I'd have to look it up. I think it's in, I don't remember if it's in January or February. That, like you have National Cucumber Day and National whatever. There's a day that is supposed to be the day for giving up your resolution.
Yeah. Mr. Palladino, you did not set us off on the wrong course. We just it's fun. It's fun to do. It's time consuming, but it's going to look. I think you're going to like it when it's done.
It's different.
It's definitely different.
But we need to let you look at it to make sure. So y'all, thanks for coming. Have a good weekend. Don't get in any trouble or don't get caught at it anyway.
Donald,
yeah, Donald's. But January 17th. That's
January 17th.
There you go. I knew it was like the 17th of a month, but I couldn't remember if it was January or February. But it's not long after you're supposed to be making them that you can get out of them. So anyway, you guys, I enjoyed having you here, getting to chat and see everybody. So come back Monday and we'll do it again. As always, I'm wishing I was fishing. Bye.
You guys have a good weekend. I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. Do something that scares you. Do something that lets you know you're alive. Get that adrenaline going. Don't overdo it. Don't go out and jump off a cliff into a big icy pool of water. But do something that shakes you up a little bit. You guys have a good weekend. I love each and every one of you, and I hope this finds you guys safe and healthy. And you guys don't forget to check that pocket change because you never know what you got in your pocket.